I'd like you to humor me for a moment and try to visualize Oscar winner Will Smith eating a bowl of spaghetti. Now, depending on how many books you read as a child, this may be harder for you than others, but generally speaking, you'll likely imagine something along these lines. Photos generated using the Stable Diffusion text-to-image AI. Granted, they're a little uncanny, but the resemblance is undeniable. However, if you were to ask a text-to-video AI to perform the same task, the results are disturbing. Shapes morph and blend across each jittery frame. Features become stretched and distorted. The result is a grotesque amalgamation of flesh and food, all lending to a uniquely horrifying image.
Chef Boyardee's spaghetti and meatball.
These videos are ultimately unusable in most practical applications. That is, unless we lean into their creepy nature and create an AI horror film. Now, creating a short film using AI is easier said than done. Previously, I've used ChatGPT to create short stories, each one split up into simple scenes. However, screenplays introduce two new layers of complexity: dialogue and stage directions. And when you fail to juggle the two, the results can be disastrous.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
It's no surprise then that ChatGPT also struggles with screenplays. It produces a lot of cliches, one-dimensional characters, and plot points that really don't make much sense. But with a little prompt engineering, I was able to get a passable B-movie script with an effective ending. With the screenplay complete, I can now work on bringing it to life. Initially, I used 11 Labs to generate the dialogue, but it's worth noting that, unlike a traditional voiceover, dialogue in film is more dependent on emotion and inflection. The emotions delivered by 11 Labs are dictated only by punctuation, which can be problematic.
I just shit myself. I just shit myself!
So I explored other text-to-speech alternatives and found Bark, an open-source sound generation model that offers a little more control, allowing users to inject emotion through tags.
Oh, that's terrifying.
For the video generation itself, I used a ModelScope Text-to-Video 0. Much like image generators, this text-to-video model is dependent on a text prompt that visually describes the scene. Using stage directions provided by ChatGPT, I was able to generate each shot in the screenplay. Unfortunately, these shots are output with a resolution of 256 by 256 and between 30 and 60 frames in length, which feels like you're watching on a Game Boy Color. To solve this, I found an advanced AI upscaling tool created by some of the greatest and most dedicated minds of the anime community. Waifu 2X is an upscaling tool created explicitly for anime, but it's unironically one of the best multi-purpose AI upscaling tools I've ever used. And it's completely free. With our scenes and dialogue in place, we should have everything to create the final short film. Well, not quite. Another underappreciated aspect of film is something many fail to even recognize: the sound design. It's unseen, but you'll definitely acknowledge its absence. And in horror specifically, it's vital to establishing tone.
Mom? Who's that?
Granted, I could just grab a copyright-free track from YouTube, but I wanted to explore other applications of AI. In my search, I was able to find a free model called Musica. In addition to having several music models trained by the community, the team also provides a Google Colab notebook in which you can train your own model. So out of curiosity, I loaded music from several iconic horror movies and trained my own musical model. I also needed some Foley to time with the music. This led me to an audio LDM model by Diffusers, which allowed me to create sound with a prompt. I spent hours adjusting prompts and parameters, tuning this infinite radio to find the perfect sound. Nice. With all the components finally in place, I could piece them together in an edit and create the final composition.
Who are you?
Tell me everything. I can perform an exorcism, but it will be dangerous. Exorcizamus te omnis immundus spiritus, omnis satanica potestas, omnis incursio infernalis adversari, omnis legio, omnis congregatio et secta diabolica. Ergo omnis legio diabolica, adiuramus te. Cessa desipere humanas creaturas, esque eterne perditionis venenum propinare. Vade satana, inventor et magis.
Yeah, it's rough. So what went wrong? Well, I'd like to attribute it to two factors: timing and control. With each clip being only around 5 seconds, the camera and subject are constantly switching around during a single sequence. The result is a nauseating mess of jump cuts. The second issue is that the model doesn't allow for much control. Given the black box nature of AI, getting usable shots is pretty much a crapshoot. For example, here are several videos all generated with the same prompt. While individually they're okay, as a whole they lack any cohesion. In many ways, it feels like trying to edit stock footage into a short film. The ultimate result is all over the place, both tonally and visually. If only there were a way to remove these limiting factors, while still utilizing the unsettling nature presented by generative AI. While struggling with this problem, I saw these trippy AI animations on TikTok. These videos, unlike the ones I had created, were influenced and dependent on an input video, meaning that unlike the text-to-video AI I had used, these videos still maintain creative control over things like shot length and scene layout. With this idea in mind, I set about recreating and recording shots from the screenplay. Then, I uploaded this footage to Wonder Studio, where I could isolate myself and generate accurate motion capture data. Once this was finished, I imported my performance into the animation suite Blender, where I have greater control over things like the camera and set dressing. Then with the scene animations complete, I could feed the raw clay render into a tool called Runway ML. I chose this tool because of its ability to take style from both a text prompt and image prompts. And unlike other style generators like Stable Diffusion, this AI model provided the best temporal consistency, having incredibly smooth results across frames. As a last touch, I also tried my hand at voice acting, and re-recorded the dialogue myself. Oh, who are you?
And the Oscar goes to
Epoch AI.
I I then used voice AI to apply a filter for each respective character. And finally, I was able to recreate a scene from the short film, combining both AI and my own creativity.
Who are you?
I am the demon that possesses you, and I will consume you.
And then I ran out of credits. Personally, I think this is a huge improvement and draws on the strengths of both AI and human-created content. And if there's something to take away from this video, it's this concept. AI is rapidly evolving. In fact, in the time it took to record and edit this video, Wonder Studio left its closed beta, and Runway has added 2 new AI video tools. As a result, a lot of artists are justifiably scared for their future. Most recent examples of this can be seen with the ongoing strikes in the entertainment industry. And as someone who has worked both as a software engineer professionally and as an animator/content creator in my spare time, I have ties to both sides. But rather than seeing AI as an intimate threat, I hope this video makes the argument that the best applications of AI are when it's used to strengthen the work of creatives. Much like how CGI can enhance an actor's performance, I hope that AI will have a similar impact on other countless disciplines. I'm optimistic that the future of AI will empower us, not replace us. By streamlining workflows and handling mundane tasks that hinder creativity, AI can allow us to focus on more meaningful and inventive aspects of our work. That is, until it doesn't. If you made it to the end of this video, I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm still figuring out my editing style, so feedback is definitely appreciated. There's so many discussions surrounding AI right now, I can't wait to explore them in future videos. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff. That's all I've got for now, so I'll leave you with an image of Will Smith eating cake. Nope, still terrifying.